Divin Asylum, another fragrance said to be inspired by the famous Roja Elysium. A user recently requested dupes on Roja Elysium. We covered Imperium, at least in first impressions. Now we're going to get into this one to cover our bases and see if this is an even better alternative. I've got a bad habit of opening these the wrong way. Yeah, check that out. Very nice. Fragrance World, French Avenue. Guess they kept the caps the same. This is a very nice bottle. I would say this is even better than the straight up Roja Elysium dupe bottle. I like this design better. Now the interesting thing coming out of this one is that while this seemed like a much more blue fragrance, this to me gets a little bit closer to what's happening in Roja Elysium, and it's maybe just a bit lighter, a little bit more refreshing, but very similar. Let me spray all three now on skin. Okay, so the similarity for Divin Asylum to these two fragrances is quite interesting, and I'll say that these two hit on different aspects of Roja Elysium. I'd say the dry down from Imperium is closer to the dry down of Roja Elysium, and I'll say that the opening of Divin Asylum is better than Imperium when it comes to getting closer to what Roja Elysium smells like, but it is a bit lighter and a bit sweeter. What I'll say is overall that these two are kind of their own small, really minuscule twists on what's happening in Roja Elysium. They're both good dupes so far, at least in terms of first impressions. And we'll get into the full review for both of these later, but for right now, if you're looking at Roja Elysium, do consider these. They're very nice in their own ways, and they're kind of delivering more or less the same thing that I was getting out of this bottle when I first got it. I might prefer this Divin Asylum myself, but we'll get into the full reviews later. But right now, Divin Asylum, not a bad buy.